I finally unhooked the wires from the monitor because I don't think it was monitoring anything else, and even if it was, I would not catch it in time.
Poor guy sitting in there having to listen to all that beep, 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 beep off that panel. No time at all, move right down there on the other side of that tree line to the next field. Always takes a lot of time to open up a field, get the ends done to where you can really start maneuvering around. Getting her done though, wheels are rolling. Down here, she's getting full. Coming off, loading onto the truck, and the dust is still flying.
That truck is off to unload, and I've got one more pass in this field. I just couldn't get that pass on this tank. I was full. I was fulled up.
Almost got a load. If you notice, I'm backing up a country mile, so that hopefully that bin on top will be full before he dumps. Try to get back to that tree. I sure hope nobody's coming, but I'm picking up. So I did get in the combine after I mentioned the hideous buzzing sound, and it no longer is buzzing. I think that the speaker for the buzzer either wore out or the operator got tired of earplugs and listening to it. So it might be a slight bit disabled maybe. But anyhow, the air conditioning was working good in there, and hopefully things we can't be in the field and doing this on the go. You know, we don't have no big grain carts and 3 or 4 people to drive and operate for us. So we just do it the old school way. Fill it up, load it up, go dump it, and go from there. It's getting dusted out.
Today's lunch, Utz the crab chip. These things are good. Available at your finer hardware stores. Yum yum. Still rolling, dumping more beans. Almost choked on that chip.
It's warming up a little bit today. You can tell the wind is not blowing as hard as it was. It's got a little bit of a breeze. Hard to believe for the middle of October. It's close to 79 degrees today. I can see beans up on top of the hopper. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Alright, we're out looking at something. Probably just had a small stone in the way, or well, maybe we're looking for tools, so maybe a knife broke and decided to change it out. Hopefully it wasn't a section. They're a pain, especially on the ends. The ends are the pain. But maybe we should go see what we got. Be back in a little while.
We're trying to figure out which way the truck has to face to keep the dust off of the cab and the windshield. But wind seemed to be light and variable today, but I think this time he's got it in the right direction. I think I'm going to end up at about 50 bushels here. The first field we did this morning, I still hit right at 50 bushels on that one. That was a small field, about 7 acres. This field is about 20 acres here. It might drop off a little bit because around the edges and down next to the tree line I had some deer damage, so we may not hit that 50 bushels in this field. I am putting one tank on him and then letting him go dump. He's waiting about 5 minutes, so he's going to dump it. When he comes back, he's waiting about 5 minutes for me to finish filling that tank. Otherwise, if I filled the truck, he would be waiting. He would be waiting for me probably 20 minutes to fill the truck, and I would probably be waiting for him about 20 minutes to get back. So this seems to be working pretty good this way. I have not mentioned this trash can yet, but last fall, after I was complaining about all of the trash I was having in the cab, I have an aunt who watches my videos religiously. So at Christmas time, she gave me a trash can for my combine. And let me reach down here and pull it up here so you can see it. So she had someone paint this trash can for her, or for her to give to me. Reap what you sow. And on the back side, combine trash here. So that has served me well in the combine, and it looks like I need to empty the trash. I'm not sure if I get a free year of trash emptying with the trash can. I don't remember seeing that gift certificate in the trash can, but if my aunt is watching, maybe she can take a hint and give me 1 free year of trash emptying. So it fits real nice down here in the corner. Apparently there was a whole story behind getting this trash can. Where I guess I had gone away one weekend, and so she came down to the farm, and she and my other aunt came down to the combine. They wanted to try to get an idea of what size trash can would fit, and neither one of them could really climb up in the combine. So they're kind of looking at it from the ground, and I don't know if they had this trash can at the time, and just trying to figure out if it was going to fit or not. And they had a hell of a time, but it fits very nicely, and I do appreciate it. I just can't see anything. I know the truck isn't full, but I can't see the pile there. This field seems to be a bit dustier than the other fields that I've done so far, and I just realized that is because we did till this particular field up. We ran the, what did we run over it? Oh, the mulcher. We ran the mulcher over it, I believe, once or twice. So this field had some tillage, so what's probably happening is I'm picking up a few of those dirt clods sitting on top, and they're going into the header and just creating more dust. But you saw yesterday the no-till beans, the first ones that I cut, they were no-till, and they were dusty as well, just not quite this bad, I don't believe. So yeah, by tilling the ground up, you will get some more dust, because that header will pick up those dirt clods. I've had to get off once and take what I thought was a stone off of the header, but it ended up being a dirt clod, and man, it was a big one. And that's not what she said. And this is what we call deer damage here. This is a small field surrounded on 3.5 sides by trees. It's kind of back off in the corner all to itself. And the deer just have a field day out here. And so very short beans, and the weeds have come in and taken over because the beans did not cover the ground and keep the weeds smothered out. And it's really bad up here against the tree line. Once you get out in the field, they get a little better, but not a whole lot up here. Damn nasty bastard creatures. I don't know why God created them. But I'm sure people say the same thing about me. Let's talk about how much the deer cost me in this field. So it's about 4 acres in this field. As I said, it's surrounded on 3.5 sides by trees, all the way around here behind me, and then up to here. So just this opening here, that opens up to the rest of the farm that doesn't have trees. So about 4 acres. I've got about 120 bushels in the tank from this field. So the other fields, everything I've done up until this point, we've cut 30, 55, we've cut about 70 acres. The other 70 acres, all on this same farm, have done about 50 bushels to the acre. 4 acres here did 30 bushels. I should have had 200, I've got 120. That's 80 bushels short that I came up because of the deer. Let's use even numbers here. Soybeans are about $10 a bushel, $800 in this field that I lost because of deer. I've got 2 more fields on this farm that are going to be similar. One field is 3 acres, another field is about 7 acres, so $10 acres there. So if we lost $800 an acre, or $800 on 4 acres, that's $200 an acre. I've got 10 more acres, so that's going to be about $2,000 additional plus the $800, so about $2,800 on this farm alone that I will have lost because of deer damage. That is real money, real numbers right there. I'm showing it to you today. So now you know why we don't like deer. I've got every farm I work, yes, has deer pressure on it. The problem is, people say, oh, I will come hunt the deer for you. The problem is, I don't own the land. I just lease the land. The landowners are very particular about who they want coming on their property to hunt, and I don't blame them. I wouldn't let people I don't know on my property to hunt. And then when you get somebody who does want to hunt, they want to go after the big trophy buck. No, if I'm going to let you come in and hunt, I want you to take them all out. Don't wait for the big buck to come along. Take them all out. All right, that is my rant on deer. On to the next field here. And the Birdman has emptied the truck and brought it back to me. I've told him he can head home now because it is almost 5 o'clock. So the truck is going to hold whatever I can cut for the rest of the evening. And as the Birdman is headed out of the road, he sends me a picture of, you know what? Yep, a deer. So putting this in real terms that people can understand, $800 on just that one field, that's, what is that, the average wage for 1 week for one person? So if I'm losing $2,800, that's 3.5 weeks of pay for the average person. You know, that's almost a month that I've lost out on. That's horrible. Or to put it another way, that's 2 loaves of bread, a couple gallons of milk, and a box of cereal. So I'm going to starve to death for the next month. Does somebody want to set up a GoFundMe to help me out here so I don't whittle away to nothing? And that's going to be a wrap. It's 6:15. That sun is setting. That dust is starting to settle, which means the dew is coming in. I need some time to blow this combine off. Is there any such thing as a perfect harvest day? Well, it seems like I've had 2 in a row. We've got I cut 35 acres of soybeans today. I only got out of the cab one time to move a dirt clod off of the platform, and while I was out there I noticed a guard that was loose. I tightened that up and that was it. I got a dirt clod there now I've got to take off. But yeah, no complaints other than the deer problem in the field. 1,600 bushels, 35 acres, and no issues. Wow. I've probably jinxed myself. Next week is probably going to be a whole lot different than this week, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. All right. I'm going to blow this thing off and take the truck and park it in the barn, and then it's going to be adult beverage time. So I'm going to say, see ya! See ya!